Hello, dear followers, and welcome back to our videos. We are back from our vacation, and this week and next week I'll upload 2 videos each. And this week it will be one easier and one harder exercise. This is the easier one. And we've done something similar in the past, but this time we'll try to implement functions and see how learn how to use functions and see how using functions makes our life easier when it comes to tasks like this. And let me just first disassemble everything and start with the connections, and then we'll go and start writing the code. So I have 4 LEDs, 4 white regular LEDs, and I connected all of the classes on my left side. It will depend on the video processing on which side it will be for you, but I just connected all of them from the same side. And these two are on the opposite side of the sides of the breadboard. So all 4 of them are independent. And let me connect the pluses first. I will connect this one to 4. And then 5. 6. And 7. I'll bring all of the minuses to the minus of the breadboard, and then after that, I will connect this minus of the breadboard to Arduino minus, which is the Arduino GND. So minus, 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 and minus. For me, the old code will continue working now. For you, depending what you uploaded last time, I don't know what will happen. There's a high probability that nothing will happen if those 4, 5, 6, 7 were empty from the previous time you used it. So yeah, this is the connection diagram. Now let's go and write the code. I will start a new sketch. And depending on the operating system, you might need to save it. Let me see if mine uploads. Actually, it turns out in Mac you can upload it before without saving it. I don't think that's the case for Windows and Linux. I've shown several times how to save videos in my previous, how to save Arduino codes in the previous video. So now let me just directly dive into the code. 4 is an output. I will copy this 5 times. We have 4 outputs connected, 5, 6, 7. And in the past, if you wanted to turn them on and off one by one, for example, let me do 2 LEDs first. I will copy the code from the solutions from my other screen. When this code turns 5 on, wait, turns it off, turns 4 on, wait, turns it off, turns 5 on, wait, turns it off. Let's see how it looks on the code. So see, alternating between 4 and 5. But now what we want to do is a little different. Let's put these commands into a new function. So first, let me create a new function. I will call it circle. I decide the name of the function. This is the name of the function, unless it overlaps with already existing names. Void is the type of the function. It means this function doesn't have an output. It just executes whatever is inside, and the code just moves on from that point. There is no output coming from the function circle. What I did now, I taught the computer that this is what circle function does, but now my void loop is empty, so nothing should happen. So first you verify this, then how you execute the circle is the following. You come to the void loop and you write circle. The name should match with the name of your function. And then open and close the parentheses. And now your computer will go and search for the circle. Circle, this should be before void loop. So the computer, by the time it gets here, it already knows what circle is. And see, now we do exactly the same thing, but the difference is I separated this part of my, like, overall what I want to do in a separate place. And now if I just come here and modify the circle, like for example, I will add 6 and 7 without touching the void loop at all. See, this part just changed. You will see you will see why we need those functions even more for our next exercise. So let's just start doing the next one. I'm going to create 2 more functions. One of them will turn all the lights on. I'll just copy it from my other screen to save time. So this function just turns all of them on, and another one turns all of the lights off. So instead of high, it's low, and then I paste it for the other 4. Now I taught the computer 2 new functions, but again, I'm not using them yet. Let's add that. Instead of circle, I just write on, then I wait, and then I turn everything off. Let me first show you what this does, and then I'll explain. So see, now flashing, all of them turn on, we wait, all of them turn off, we wait. Now the beauty of functions is that when I took out circle from my void loop, it's still in my code. So all I need to do to bring back circle now is just come here and write circle. And now it will do the circle first and then turn all of them on and off. Circle, on, off, circle, on, off. We can go even a step further, and we can write functions inside new functions. So I'll create a new function, I'll call it flash. And these 4 commands together, we're doing this flashing animation. And now they will be inside the new function. So if the function flash will call the functions on and off. And here I'll just write flash. The result should be exactly the same. But the beautiful thing is now these parts are completely independent from each other, and they're just one-line executable code. For example, if I wanted it to circle mass and flash twice, I'll just write circle flash flash. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, flash, flash, 1, 2, 3, 4, flash, flash. I can add 2 circles before 2 flashes. I can even take out the circles completely and just leave the flash on. The beautiful thing is, again, that the code stays there. So bringing it back is very easy. And this is what I prepared for the first part. For the second part, we'll do something harder. And again, next week, we will have an easier and harder exercise. So hopefully see you on the next video.